Okay, this is Ray from explorerray.com and welcome back. It has been a little while and today it's just a short little video. It's a little tip. It's a kind of a top tip, or a tip at least, and a convergence of my preparations for Antarctica, my sense of gadgetry, and my focus on shooting with shooting photos. What I want to talk to you about is GPS. As preparation for my trip down to Antarctica, I have procured myself a GPS. This is a Garmin, in no way associated with this, but I just wanted to show you a little nice thing and kind of a reason why I have chosen this. This is a Garmin handheld device. It's called a 64S, which I was recommended. The reason why I have chosen this one with the buttons and everything, it has a nice large display, it doesn't weigh all that much, and it has some nice buttons. And the reason why I've chosen this is because of the buttons. This is might not be waterproof, but at least it's better sealed. It works very well. I have had it with me now. I have been away for some days and I have had this with me, testing it for 1 week, and it has been quite good. What I want to talk to you a little bit about, I haven't tested it all that much myself, but I know it can be done. One of the things I have mentioned several times before is that a problem for me is that I might, when I travel, might have 3 to 5 cameras with me. 3 DSLRs, a couple of mirrorless, and a point and shoot, and what's not, and so on. A big problem for me is that when I get home, I have to try to synchronize these cameras, and that only works to some extent. In Lightroom you have the cataloging on every day, so at least I know that, okay, if I have used this and this and this camera, I know that, okay, I can go in the exit file and I can find where I have been, what camera I have been shooting with, but I don't have time, I don't have location, and I can't use the map module or anything like that. Since I'm going to Antarctica, I got myself a GPS, and that is because to one extent, I don't think that is highly plausible to actually need it, but it's a rescue, it's an emergency device. You can know where you are. But another very important thing is that you can track your movements. That is a very, very nice thing. You can track your movements, and you can also, in advance, you can sync this up with your different cameras. So, what you actually can do is that when you sync up your cameras, you use the time on this machine. Of course, the problem when I'm going to Antarctica is that I have to make sure that I am on the same country code or geographic location, everything like this, but you can sync up everything. Afterwards you have done that, you import your files as you normally do from your cameras, and you make sure that they are on the approximately same time, at least the same time zone and day and so on, as your GPS. What you then can do from your GPS is you can export a so-called GPX file. And that is a geographic location of where you have been at any one point in time. And in the map module in Lightroom, you can then import the GPX file, and it will sync up with the camera, with the images you have imported at any point in time. So that will be if this works for me. I have 4 months to configure this correctly and all of these things. But I've talked to friends who use this in local here, and they said that it shouldn't be any problem. I have just looked at it; it's no problem exporting things, and the tracking function is excellent. So that is actually the only thing. That is kind of the topic of the day, and that was it. Just use the GPS, get the GPX file, import it into Lightroom, synchronize your cameras so that they are on the approximately same point in time, and have fun. So that was my little tip for the day. It will be more to come. Please enjoy and have an excellent day. Take care. This is Ray.